bit late this morning. Oh, indicator's still on. Yeah, what's the temperature? Oh, pretty cold. Anyway, yeah, I should have left about 15 minutes ago. I just wanted to test out the GoPro again. I'll download this little vid when I get to work, just to check it for Spain, really. But yeah, just wanted to get the little XSR out this morning, little 900. Oh, getting on her, she is so comfortable and lovely. Yeah, GoPro session camera should be facing me really, but my bro's nicked the clamp. But yeah, just wanted to see the see how the GoPro is. There'll be many more rides to work before we go to Spain. Just wanted to check the microphone, it's working all right. I know when you're probably doing warp speed, it's probably not going to sound great, but cruising along in Spain around those lovely roads, I don't want to bore anyone, but it might be all right. Just sorting my mirror out. Yeah, these bars are so wide, I've got to get them chopped down a little bit, because down the side access to my house, it's just starting to touch the wall with my bar end, so probably put some sexy little bar ends on, but I'm not doing that until I bring the mirrors in a bit. Yeah, I've got the polite notice high vis jacket on today. Bloody hell, what was that Mini doing then? Jesus, nearly took that car out. Yeah, which some people kind of take notice of the high vis. I'm sure some people think I'm a dodgy copper, but most people can hear this bike anyway, which is great. It's got quite a noise to it, a bit of presence. But yeah, I think coming to work every day on a bike, you start taking some massive risks. There's some absolute arses out on the road. They're just absolute dicks, not taking any notice of what they're doing. And when you're on a bike, sometimes you don't tend to have that second chance with the car. So anyway, I'm gonna shut up. Oh, my hands are warmer. I've got some dodgy old winter gloves on, as you can see. But I tell you what, I haven't got the best protection in them, but I tell you what, they're warm. Yeah, I think if you have a wipe out with these gloves on, you're probably gonna have scathed hands, but at least they'll be warm. What you've got to be careful of along here, because there's a lot of arseholes overtaking. Well, I suppose that's me. So yeah, you do have to really keep your eye out. It's so nice to be on a bike going into work. It makes the work journey so much nicer. It's a little bit fresh though. Can't remember how I work my dash on here. I'm trying to work out how to get the temperature. I think we've got a mode button here. No, that's A mode, B and standard. This thinking I'm on my Super Duke 1290R and realise that I haven't got a quick shifter. Yeah, I'm not going to risk that lorry now. Someone come hammering over that bridge, then Gaz is not going to be making it to work. Probably be in that field squashed. That's the thing, I think when you get a bit older and you're riding a bike, you don't quite want to take all those risks really. Years ago you'd be in and out of the traffic going mental. Now I kind of quite enjoy seeing the wildlife on the way to work and kind of just chilling out really. occasionally have a Sunday blast with the boys and probably take more risks than what you would if you're on your own. Getting older now, I always want to come home after a ride. I don't want to be laying in a field or on a road. He says that, but on this straight I think I probably will be overtaking this lorry. But watching what that van's doing, that's what you're thinking about. Does that van want to overtake? And it looks like he's edging to overtake that lorry. Overtake it. I am. There's a copper sitting in this driveway up here on the left, and I was on my bike last year, whenever it was, year before, and some lorry driver, it was just in there, and some lorry driver flashed me, and I thought perhaps he just liked bikes. I didn't know why he was flashing me, and then I realised just ahead of me I was about to rip it. Bloody copper sitting in a driveway with a gun on me, as in a speed gun, if you're not in America. Yeah, bloody hell, that was so risky. That was really, really close. That was that straight bit of road where they know that you're going to rip it a bit, and I didn't. I was very, very lucky. So I felt like I needed to meet the lorry driver again and give him a drink. So thank you. This is funny, this little bike, 'cause it goes into, when you're not giving it much beans, it goes into its little eco mode. Don't normally look for an eco mode on a motorbike, I must say. In the car sometimes, yes, but not when you're having fun. Yeah, the XSR is just such a brilliant little bike. It's good value, it's so comfortable, it's just fantastic. God, I'm having real trouble with my GoPro this morning. I think I've gone and planted it too near my bloody visor. And I'm all one for riding with the visor, even when it's a bit chilly. I like the visor open a tiny, tiny bit if you go through villages. Yeah, so this has got the Aquapovic full race system on it. I'm a bit of a one for exhaust, and quite like doing that. It's the one big thing you can change with a bike is its noise. It's lovely. It just kind of opens everything up a bit, gets it popping and spluttering a little bit, gives it a little bit more aggressiveness, really. But yeah, it was an expensive choice though, the Aquapovic, but it's what Yamaha tell you to kind of put on, and I suppose there's lots of other makes, but sometimes they can make your bike run like a dog. But no, this just slipped on. It's brilliant. There are all the other things where you can go and get them remapped and stuff, and you know, this is technically my little bike for poodling about on and going to work on. But I say that, I think this bike would be fab on the track. I think you could have a really great track day on it. I think the ground clearance might become an issue after a while. I think once you get used to the track, I think you'd probably be grounding your foot pegs out a bit. But that's not a big problem. But yeah, you have to stop somewhere with a bike, I think. Popping in an exhaust on, great. Putting some different mirrors on. Putting some of the protection stuff on. The back end of this bike is a bit marmitey. You know, you're either going to love it or hate it. It's got a bit of a weird back light on it, and to start with I bought the Power Bronze rear fender for it, and I don't know, it looked a bit big and a bit gopping, so I did have it lacquered, and I put it back on, and I preferred it with it off, so got a good price for it on eBay. Guy bought it, he saved himself I think about 60 quid from it being new, and it was literally new, but it had also been lacquered, which was a bit of a result for him really, because because the sticker the transfer on the Power Bronze a little bit cheap, but when you cleaned it, you could catch the chamois leather on the back of it, and it felt like it's going to pull the sticker off. So I got it lacquered, which is a really good thing to do if you buy an aftermarket bit. There's my old builder in there, but I'm not going to wave at him because he won't have a flipping clue who I was. What was I saying? Yeah, lacquering stuff's brilliant, I think. If you bought something and it's perhaps got a transfer on it, send it off to a body shop and just get it lacquered, 2-pack lacquer on it. Just completely, you can't get the stickers off then. Well, it's obviously how they do the proper tanks and proper transfers on bikes, on the fairings. They obviously lacquer over them. So yeah. But no, I love this little bike. It's bloody brilliant. What have I done on it now? Oh God, do you know what? I've done 708 miles on it. I thought it was 8 minutes past 7. I thought it was the clock. I don't even know how. Do you know what? I never ride this bike, so I'll never know actually how it works. Triple engine is so beautiful. I get back on my Super Duke, and do you know what? It's like having the Super Duke. It's like having a Ferrari in your garage. Really, it's like pretty aggressive and, you know, so powerful. Too powerful, really. You kind of get on that, and it feels kind of really special. You get on this bike, and I tell you what, I've owned so many different bikes. This is the reason why I bought this bike, because my brother-in-law's got the Tracer. It's got the same engine as this, the 900 Tracer, and I rode it in Spain last year, and I was like, oh man, that engine's lovely. The Tracer is a fantastic bike as well, just probably a little bit too upright for me in a way, and probably a bit too touring-like. Perhaps that'll be for another day. Yeah, I don't go touring. There's no point in me having a touring bike. Go to Spain once a year, just chuck a bag on the back. On most bikes, I took the 899 to Spain, the Ducati, with some Krieger luggage. Wasn't ideal, but yeah, got it all there and back, no problem. Well, took the ferry. The Krieger luggage was fine. Kind of tipped over a little bit sometimes. You have to keep an eye on it, make sure it's still on there. But yeah, it'd be nice if I could work out this dashboard. You've got to be so careful when you're bloody looking down, trying to do things on a bike. That's the time when you can end up having a bit of a run in the back of someone. Yeah, there's mode. Tyres aren't really warmed up yet. It's a pretty cold morning. I don't think I'd want to be going too mad round any roundabouts this morning. Just check my old mirror then. This is nice, this little bit. This is when you're on a bike and you think, yeah, probably going to be these lights now. Keep your speed down, you know, in villages. I always respect speed. Gear, just little things on this bike, like having a proper fuel gauge, which my Ducati didn't even have, my 899, and having your gear select, you know, knowing what gear you're in, which technically you should really know what gear you're in anyway, but it is a nice little reminder on the dash.